Welcome back. You're watching NBC World of Sports, and here now are the local sports news. The PNG Sports Hall of Fame has inducted 5 legendary athletes who have won medals and represented the country in sports. The 5 athletes that were recently inducted came from 4 different sporting codes. The inductees were former track athlete Salitia Pipit, boxer Tumat Sogolik, swimmer Nigel Klula, and weightlifting brothers Jackson and David Sito. Neil Alamai with this report.
The strong man from Papua New Guinea. This is the man who put both Turner of England and Dave George of Wales out.
Getting through his elimination round, Tumat faced his Welsh opponent David George in the quarterfinals before stopping the Kenyan favourite Douglas Maina in his first round knockout.
It has taken long years of hard work and dedication for these 5 athletes to achieve their goals. Even without good sporting facilities back in the day, they did their very best to wear the red, black and gold colors.
On behalf of the sporting fraternity and the public from Papua New Guinea, I'd like to again congratulate you for your Sports Hall of Fame recognition. We're very, very proud of you.
The Golden Girl of the South Pacific in the 1970s and then Golden Mom of the 1980s, Pipit was delighted to be inducted and gave credit to her family for always standing beside her.
Through the dedication of my family, my children, I made it through to the 1981 Mini South Pacific Games, where I won a couple of gold medals, silver and bronze. And in 1971, I was at the college representing Papua New Guinea in Tahiti. I won 3 gold, 1 silver and 1 bronze, and was named the Golden Girl of the South Pacific.
Boxer Tumat Sogolik of New Ireland was the first Papua New Guinean to win a Commonwealth Games medal in 1978 Edmonton in Canada after he lost a controversial points decision to Ireland's Barry McGuigan.
Well, this strong man from Papua New Guinea. This is the man who put both Turner of England and Dave George of Wales out.
But whichever way it went, I was happy to give what PNG has contributed to that sport. To the best of everything of Western.
Swimmer Nigel Klua is not originally from PNG but was born in Zambia in Africa but grew up in Port Moresby. Meanwhile, the Sito brothers represented PNG in the Pacific Games. Big brother Jackson, a sport rounder in basketball, then shifted to weightlifting, while younger brother David laid the foundation of weightlifting and went to the 1962 British Empire Games and later to the South Pacific Games in 1963.
Weightlifting made its debut in the 1966 South Pacific Games in Noumea. Here, David was against his brother Jackson in the featherweight division. The older brother Jackson won this tightly contested division with a total of 250 kilograms. Only marginally behind him was David with 247.5 kilograms. Gold and silver to the brothers Sito and PNG.
In his reception speech, NCD Governor Paul Spakop described the 5 inductees as sporting superstars who have set the benchmark for modern PNG athletes.
Tonight, we are honoring those stars who came before us, who ran the tracks, lifted weights, swam the waters, and even fought on the world stage. They are our first sporting superstars. They are among those who set the benchmark for us to reach out and try to be better.
Meanwhile, the first 2 athletes whose names were inducted previously are Sir John Caputin and Edward Laboran, who were members of the first team from the territory of Papua and New Guinea to the British Empire Games in Perth in 1962.
And that wraps up the local sports news. Coming up next, the international sports. Don't go away. You're watching NBC World of Sports.